My name is Justin Millar, and I'm here to tell you about my time as part of Northeastern's NUN Ireland FIE at DBS program. I didn't know what to think upon my acceptance into the NUN program, but as someone who never really thought they would ever consider studying abroad due to my affinity for stability, this was a clear opportunity to become a true global citizen and explore life outside the bubble I had grown up in. When choosing a country to attend, Ireland stood out as a clear favorite for me due to its storied history, famously friendly culture, similarities to America, and my Irish ancestry. So after a bittersweet summer, I packed my bags and took the long flight from my home in Newport Beach, California to my new home in Dublin, Ireland. I knew the changes would be drastic, not the least of which was the weather, which may sound peculiar but I actually enjoyed. And these changes were emotionally taxing, as we were thrust into a foreign country. Fortunately, Dublin didn't make me feel too far from home. That first week was spent getting acclimated to our new lives. We experienced on-site orientation at Dublin Business School and were introduced to our new living accommodations at Blackhall Place, which itself was an experience like no other, as it would go on to represent a safe sanctuary to connect with fellow classmates. We also took a couple excursions early on, diving right into Irish society. We first went to Cowsey Farm, where we played with the animals, danced a little, baked Irish soda bread, and learned about the sport of hurling. We also visited the seaside village of Hope, hiking around the surrounding cliffsides and tasting fresh seafood. The beautiful beaches were a nostalgic reminder of being back home. These early excursions proved to be crucial for settling into my new home and making connections with my fellow classmates. The next couple months were spent exploring Dublin and all it had to offer. My friends and I took part in local cultural customs and visited marquee sites such as Croke Park, the Guinness Storehouse, and Abbey Theatre. We also canvassed the local food scene, including Ugly Duckling Mondays and Bunsen Wednesdays. While having fun and becoming entrenched in Dublin was a big part of my time here, I also had to buckle down and focus on school. We attended Dublin Business School, located near the heart of the city center, and a quick Lewis ride from Blackhall. At DBS, I took classes in economics, business calculus, and college writing and Irish life and cultures, a class where we learned about the history and culture of Ireland from the legendary Donald Casey. While I spent most of my time in Dublin, I was also able to visit much of Ireland through weekend excursions. This included trips to County Galway to see the Aran Islands, Cliffs of Moher, and be exposed to the Irish language of the Gaeltacht. Later on, we went up north to learn about the long-standing societal conflict in Northern Ireland, where we passed through the divided streets of Belfast, visited the Giant's Causeway, and made our way through Derry, Londonderry. Reading Week provided an excellent opportunity to get out of Ireland and explore some more of Europe. My friends and I visited Paris and Amsterdam, where we were able to see some global landmarks, experience other cultures, and blow off some steam. It was a refreshing break from the strenuous semester. Perhaps the most rewarding portion of the NUN program was our service learning. I spent my time at Friends of the Elderly Ireland, an organization dedicated to alleviating elderly loneliness. My time there, expanding the organization's social media presence, really made me aware of how unnoticed this issue is, and why keeping the elderly population involved in everyday society is the right thing to do. It really made me appreciate the pain of growing older, as our society tends to outcast the elderly. Reflecting back on my time on Ireland, I'm incredibly gracious for the opportunity to experience life outside of the United States. As I touched on at the beginning of this, to relate back to our global experience class, I feel that I've accrued global citizenship through enriching myself in a foreign society, while also recognizing the privilege that I have been afforded, and that not many other students have the opportunity I was presented. Coming back to Northeastern, I'm glad to have a core group of friends that I'm actually fond of. In addition, I have experienced living on my own and being a part of a more open community. After my experience in Dublin, I hope to spend more time traveling abroad in the near future. This rewarding semester has increased my fondness for Northeastern, and as these final weeks come to a close, I eagerly await the opportunities that life in Boston will afford me. I am happy to be a Husky.
It's gonna be the day, and I'm gonna throw it back to you.